Meanwhile, the UN Security Council convened a ministerial-level debate on Monday to address the growing and evolving threat faced by members of its peacekeeping missions. The session comes in the wake of last weekend's attacks on a UN convoy in Mali that killed at least 3 people, including 2 civilians. Our UN correspondent Liling Tan has more.
With UN peacekeepers increasingly finding themselves the target of attacks in conflicts where terrorism and violent extremism are now a reality, the UN is under pressure to adapt. And Monday's UN debate, called by Senegal, which is presiding over the Security Council this month, served as a high-level brainstorming session to identify what diplomats are calling asymmetrical threats to peacekeeping. That is, unconventional strategies and tactics used in conflicts, such as when UN personnel, civilians, and civilian infrastructure are specifically targeted. These kinds of attacks have been increasing, with the most recent one just this weekend in Mali that killed 2 civilians and a peacekeeper from Togo. So far this year, the UN has recorded 34 UN peacekeepers killed, with more than half of them in Mali. And Mali's security environment was brought up repeatedly during this debate as a key example of the challenges and threats faced by peacekeepers. These attacks pose a major safety and security challenge for UN personnel. They also hit hard at the ability of UN missions to carry out their mandates, including protecting civilians. And the UN says this is a reality shared not just by the mission in Mali, but also by UN missions in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Central African Republic, South Sudan, Somalia, and Lebanon. The UN and member states are looking at ways to support and equip UN peacekeeping missions to better address the evolving threat, as well as to enhance cooperation among countries where peace operations are deployed and improve collaboration between member states and UN agencies to both confront these threats and address their root causes. Liling Tan, CCTV, New York.